Hello and welcome. Week 7 in the Always Sunday Football League. Lots of injuries. It was an ugly one. It was gross. We're going to break it all down. We're going to talk fantasy football. We're going to talk dynasty, NFL football. We're going to cover as much as we possibly can. We're going to take your questions. We're going to do all that fun stuff. My name is Dave. I'm joined as I am every week by John. How you doing, John? In person here in the studio. How do you do?
I'm doing well.
Thanks for making the trip.
Yeah,
Appreciate
absolutely.
it. Anthony, how do you do?
I do good. I do good. And look at that, John. I'll tell you what, buddy. You look so much better in studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to have John. It's nice to have John nice and close. Unfortunately, we don't have Danny close this week. He had to take care of some personal things, and he'll be back with us next week. We look forward to that. Let's start this week, as we do every week, with Johnny's news. Johnny, do you have any news items this week? Do you want to talk about a couple of different things, and then we'll jump to my facts and stuff?
Yeah. So let's go into it. All right. So the first thing we're gonna do is we should discuss the injuries. What's the problem with the injuries? I mean, this week we had Godwin go down. We had
Evans
go down.
DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf. That was this week, right?
Well, he was actually, I think, put on IR, but he didn't play this week. He was injured last week.
No, he's out.
Deshaun Watson.
I know.
Yeah, Shahid.
Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson out for. So this is
Debo Samuel.
Debo Samuel.
Well, he's sick. It's a little different.
So
fluid in the lungs. He might miss a little bit.
So my question is this the most injuries we've seen this week, like since the start of the season?
In 1 week, you mean?
In 1 week.
As far as like catastrophic injuries, yeah, probably just because we lost a couple of guys for the year. And this year it seems like wide receivers are getting hit by Ayuk, another one lost for the year. This year the wide receivers seem to be getting hit more than the running backs. You know, typically it's always, the running backs are going to get hurt. You're going to expect this guy, that guy, the other guy, but it's all receivers this year, and it's all big names. You know, as far as fantasy football is concerned, there's definitely a lot of fantasy equity, draft equity spent in these guys who are missing large chunks of the season, if not all of the season. It's ugly. It's ugly out there. It's a war of attrition. I think every single season we always have the conversation, is this the most injuries we've ever seen? We probably have that conversation every single year, right? Like, oh, is this more than last year? Is this more than ever? Because we're in it and we can't see past it. But it's definitely been ugly and is unfortunate because there's a lot of really great names, especially fantasy relevant names, that we're not going to be able to see this year.
Awesome. All right. So do you agree with this? So Alvin Kamara, I wanted to talk because this just came in actually, by the way.
Oh, okay. Breaking news.
So breaking news. Alvin Kamara scores a 2-year extension with the Saints. Do you agree with that? I mean, they got this kid, Keandre Miller. Do you think that the Saints overspend? Well, I think it's what, 24.5 million.
I think it's fine. Kamara's good. Yeah, he's good. He's the centerpiece of that offense. He's been awesome. I have no problem with him getting paid. Anthony?
Yeah, no, I agree.
You don't have any idea what I said.
Nope.
Well, that's good. You're lucky I was right. What else you got, John? What do you think, John? Are you Kamara plus pro Kamara extension or anti?
I'm a little bit like an anti. Like I think running backs this now are more dynamic, and I think the reason why they gave him this contract is because I don't think they believe in this kid's health. Kendra Miller. Yeah, Kendra Miller. I don't like. I think that the Saints organization thinks that he's just an injury-prone guy.
Yeah, they don't seem to like him very much. I don't know if this extension is because of Miller per se. That gives Miller a little too much credit, in my opinion. I just think it's because Alvin Kamara is like the total centerpiece of that offense, and it doesn't seem like he's slowing down just yet. I think his game will age pretty well. What else you got?
All right, and that's going to be a wrap. I'm going to do it nice and short because I want to make Dave's.
Yes, so I have some historical facts for you guys. This is my week for historical facts. Did you know that there's only been one quarterback in the NFL since the merger, since 1966, in the Super Bowl, before the merger, since the Super Bowl era, to go 4-2, not get injured, but then not start the 7th game. There's only been one quarterback in the history of the NFL to go 4-2, not get injured, but then not start in week 7 or in the 7th game. You know what his name is? It's Justin Fields. That's right. For the first time ever this week, a quarterback went 4-2. He's not injured, and his team decided to bench him going into the 7th game. Not great. No, not great. And then Russell Wilson ended up beating the hell out of the Jets. Also not great for Justin Fields. But maybe he gets traded.
Yeah.
He gets another
maybe.
shot.
Anthony, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, he's you know what he is, and he's still the same. You know what I mean? He's a decent quarterback that's got a nice pair of legs on him and can run. You know?
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Hey guys, the Patriots are on a 6-game losing streak. They're 1-6 right now. They won that first game. People are always asking now, how the hell did they beat the Bengals? How did the Bengals lose to this Patriots team? They got Drake May. He's looking pretty good. He's moving the offense finally, but they still lose. And they're on their first 6-game losing streak in how long, John?
I'm going to say 1999.
How many years ago, like total?
Total? I think it's been about 30 years.
Anthony?
27.
31. John, you were close. 31 years ago was the last time the Patriots had a 6-game losing streak.
Now, was this when Drew Bledsoe was the quarterback in, I think, his rookie or sophomore season?
Well, 24 years ago is 2000. So 31 is another 7 years before that. So I think that's before Bledsoe got there.
I thought Bledsoe got drafted in the 90s. He was with the team for a good 6-7 years before Brady became.
No, then maybe it was back in Bledsoe, because that's when they lost a bunch of games and got Bledsoe, right?
That's true.
So maybe there we are.
Well, we got to historically. I'm gonna get back to that when we.
Yeah, we'll vet that. We'll vet that. Also, a streak, 9 straight games.
You all right?
9 straight games with a rushing touchdown. 9. Who in this NFL right now has 9 straight games with a rushing touchdown? Anybody? Anybody?
Lamar Jackson.
9 straight games with a rushing touchdown?
Yes, dating back to last year.
Derrick Henry?
No, actually, he didn't have one last night or in week 1. It's Kyren Williams, guys. Kyren Williams has now scored a rushing touchdown in 9 straight games, tying him for 4th longest all time.
Wow.
So 9 straight games is the 4th longest all time. Anthony, we already talked about this with John. Do you know the most games consecutively with a rushing touchdown?
What the number of games is? 15.
That is incorrect. The last year, 22 into 23, Christian McCaffrey famously scored in 17 straight games, tying him for second place. Tying him for second place with Lenny Moore. The longest streak of rushing touchdowns is 18 games in a row.
Ooh,
18
Emmitt Smith?
games in a row. Not Emmitt Smith. John already knows the answer, right?
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, Anthony, you're gonna have to figure this one out.
Yeah, Anthony, you get 2 more guesses.
Think of a guy that.
Not Barry Sanders. You get 1 more guess. Who scored in 18 straight games? Rushing touchdown. One of the all-time greats. Never going to get it. He's one of the all-time greats, one of the greatest running backs to ever do it.
He's our generation. He's a generation, like he's a guy in our generation that played.
He's a guy you know.
Yeah, he's definitely a guy that
you know him,
yeah.
But you're never going to get it in a million years.
Jamal Williams?
No. He scored a lot of touchdowns that one season, but it was only one season.
He had like 21, so it was LaDainian
Tomlinson. He scored in 18.
Was an absolute animal.
Yeah, he was a beast. LaDainian Tomlinson, all-time great, one of the sickest to ever do it, but you just never think of him when you're thinking all-time greats.
Wow.
We really should. So there's your Kyron Williams / LaDainian Tomlinson stat.
Wow.
And that's my 3 fun stats for the day.
Oh, I like it.
So there you go. Right? So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to break down the Always Sunday Football League. We're going to do our little recaps. We're going to look ahead. We're going to do all that good stuff. It was a wild and woolly week. The standings are all very still jumbled up. We have, I want to say, 5 teams at 4-3, 5 teams at 3-4, 1 5-2, 1 2-5. So everybody's still pretty much close together as far as the records are concerned. The best manager, the most efficient, was John. He started all of his points this week. I feel like maybe the bench was banged up, but he started all of his points. So that's a good thing for you. We'll get to maybe some bad things in a little bit. Taylor said his worst lineup, but still ended up winning, so that's okay. The biggest blowout was Mac Attack over Bobby J by about 53 points. The closest game, Danny Mac only plays in close games. He's playing in a game where he's not. It's not like so he won by 0.16 over the Gotham Rogues. The Golden Showers did. Excuse me. The highest score, Mac Attack, 168.4. And the lowest scorer, PBJ, 81.36. It was a rough one out there for Johnny Boy. Who was this week's GOAT?
Oh, it's PBJ, fam. It's PBJ.
Break it down.
Talk about it.
PBJ throws up an 81.36 against the Sizzler, who dropped a 123.8 with Cooper Kupp in the lineup with a goose egg. Yeah, you got Sam Darnold, decent day, 17, and then you got everybody else in single digits. That's not what you want. Ramondre Stevenson, 4.5. Mason, 9. Deontay Johnson, 2.7. Pittman, 9.3. Lockett, 8.5. Freiermuth, 7.1. J.K. Dobbins, 9.6. Michael Wilson, 2.5. Pittsburgh Steelers was your second best player. That's rough. It's not what you want.
Have that. Can't have that.
Can't have that.
Nothing I can do,
can't
man. Nobody on the
No,
waiver.
I mean, hey, we all have a week, John. We all have a week. Yours was an 81.36 week.
Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug.
Oh,
for that, Johnny is the GOAT.
No, Nino.
Nino has a
what's
crazy
up, Nino?
question. Nino has a crazy question.
Crazy trade, but would you send Cooper Kupp and James Conner for Mixon and Devontae Smith? Ooh, I would. I think I would.
You would? You're a Mixon owner, though.
I'm a Mixon owner, so yeah. Connor's good. I think Mixon has been better.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mixon's been one of the best backs in fantasy when he's on the field, but he missed a few games, but he's been great when he's on the field. He's in an awesome role. Mixon is better than Connor. I don't really see that much value in a Devonta Smith. Kupp I think is going to have more value going forward. He's talking about being traded.
They're also talking about trading him for a second.
Well, yeah, I mean, but even if he gets traded, it's probably going to be somebody who, he'll probably put up numbers for. I don't think I would do that trade.
John? Yeah, I'm not doing that trade. I'll say this. I don't trust in the Eagles' offense. I don't think that their offense is good enough to feed Devontae Smith anymore. That.
AJ Brown is so far and away ahead of Devonta Smith in the pecking order. Like it's like he gets so much of the lion's share. Devonta Smith is very much an afterthought, and when all the pieces are healthy, he's like the third option at best behind AJ Brown and Saquon Barkley. Yeah, I'm not doing that trade. I'm keeping Kupp and Connor. Connor's been really good. Connor's good. Kupp is good. I'm gonna hold.
Same. Anthony?
No, he already said he would do the trade.
He would do the trade.
Thanks, Nino, for checking this out. We do this every Tuesday night, so make sure you like and subscribe. Who's this week's hero, John?
So for the Always Sunday Football League hero is none other than Team Blumpkin, scoring a 163.54 points over Sweep the Leg, which, side note, Sweep the Leg was the third highest scoring team, 146.82. Dave,
Yeah.
it's tough. Tough business there.
I have 3 losses, and I was no lower than the third highest scoring team in the league on any of them. I was the third highest. You're welcome, Nino. Thanks for checking it out. And like I said, let us know. If you have any other questions, we're always here on Tuesday. Yeah. Second loss. Third highest scoring team in the league. Loss. Third highest scoring team in the league. Loss. I'm still the highest scoring team in the league, I think. I think I'm still in first place here. Hold on, let me vet that. Yes, I'm in first place. I'm the highest scoring team. I'm only 4-3, but that's, I just got to stay ahead of the pack.
Yeah, but I think this one is the worst of the year out of the losses, because going into Monday Night Football, he was down 32.48 points and had Rashard White and Mark Andrews to deliver. Now, both of those guys. Now, this is what's setting the stages. White hasn't been that good. We were talking about should you start Bucky Irving over White, and this week. And also Mark Andrews, he's been another one that's been not that great.
Dead.
And this week, they have their best scores of the week with 29.1 by White and 20.1 with Andrews.
Best scores of the season.
Yeah, best scores of the season. Just all
Their
round.
best game of the year.
Congratulations, Blumpkin. Yeah, congratulations, Mike Dahl. You are this week's hero. And also I think this is his high scoring week as well.
Yeah, he scores his highest total of the season and wins it on Monday night in dramatic fashion. Good game, Dahl. Congratulations. We're on to
Let's do it.
We got another tough matchup coming up. We'll talk about it in a little bit. Actually, we'll talk about it right now. Well, soon. So, as John mentioned, Sweep the Leg falls to 4-3, and Blumpkin moves to 3-4. Mac Attack, I think we talked about Mac Attack beating the hell out of Bobby J to move to 3-4, and Bobby J now falls to 2-5 and is in last place. Drunken Bums moved to 5-2. They have the best record in the league. They defeated the Stillwater Gang, who falls to 4-3. Sizzler beats our pretty boy Johnny to go to 4-3. Johnny, as we mentioned, falls to 3-4. The Golden Showers defeats the Gotham Rogues. This one was a good one. The closest game of the week to move to 4-3 and push the Gotham Rogues down to 4-3. So that was a really nice matchup there. Congratulations to the Golden Showers, and the Rogues put up a tremendous fight as well. So good job there. And then finally, That's What She Said moves to 3-4 with a victory over the GOAT, who falls to 3-4. So as I mentioned, 1 5-2 team, 1 2-5 team, and then 5 4-3s, 5 3-4s. It's anybody's ball game. 7 weeks into the season, we're literally at the halfway point of the regular season, and nobody's really out of it. Everybody's still fighting for something. So on we go, and we look ahead to week 8. And in week 8, I'm doing the key matchups this week, and there's actually 2 matchups that I want to highlight. Actually, in both leagues. In both leagues, we have 2 very juicy matchups coming up in week 8, so we're just going to touch on both of them right now. The first is actually my game, the Sweep the Leg at 4-3, taking on the Gotham Rogues at 4-3. Gotham Rogues, perennially a great team in our league, very competitive. Sweep the Leg, also, if I may say so, pretty competitive usually every year. The projections have this as a very even, match between the 2 teams. You got Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. He does have Jaden Daniels on the bench. So we're going to have to monitor Jaden Daniels' status as the week progresses, but he's got Mahomes as his backup. So that'll do. Ken Walker and Kyron Williams versus James Cook and Saquon Barkley. So those are some quality running backs on both sides there.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams, and Malik Neighbors against Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison, Zay Flowers. Those are all some good receivers. I think I would give myself the edge there, though. Harrison's been questionable so far this season. He's got a great name. Great name. Ferguson versus Njoku. I think Njoku's in for a bunch of volume. We have to see how that offense plays out if they let Jameis start or whatever, but that's an interesting tight end matchup for sure. And then Darnell Mooney and Najee Harris in the flex versus Kareem Hunt and Javonte Williams. So, yeah, I mean, this is a really good matchup.
Wow.
Really good matchup.
Very even.
Had to talk through it. Very even. Both teams very good. I think you're going to hear from both of these teams at the end of the season as well. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this matchup plays out. Obviously, I'm involved in it, so I'm a little bit biased, but I do think it's one of the better games of the week. And the other really great game that we have going on this week is the Golden Showers at 4-3, taking on the Drunken Bums at 5-2. Okay, so we have the 5-2 Bums, best record in the league, taking on the Golden Showers, who, are looking strong right now. Jordan Love versus CJ Stroud. Okay, I'm a Love guy myself, but Stroud is also very good, and he's going to be at home against maybe the worst defense in the league. Breece Hall and Jonathan Taylor, hopefully, against Bijan Robinson and Alvin Kamara. Those are some great running backs. Devonta Smith, Juwan Jennings, potentially, and the new Buffalo Bill, Amari Cooper, in his second game with Josh Allen versus Romeo Doubs, maybe DK Metcalf, but maybe not. Wan'Dale Robinson. So we have some question marks at receiver there. These guys might have to do a little, moving and shaking before this matchup actually takes place. Dalton Schultz at tight end versus Brock Bowers. That's one spot where I can say there's a clear advantage.
Yeah, for sure.
Tank Dell, Chuba Hubbard in the flex versus Aaron Jones and Devon Achane. There's another advantage right there. So that's where the Bums really takes a lead in my mind, is at the tight end and flex positions. And so for that reason, I'm going to give the slight edge to the Bums here. But I do expect Danny Mac's team to put up a fight, because that's what he does. And in this game, it wouldn't surprise me if it came down to less than a point.
Yeah, seriously.
Because
That's what Danny Mac does.
Yeah, that's
if he wins another game. If he wins another game, that he's got to be the the hero for like the seasoned hero.
I'll have to invent a new award at the end of the season.
The Danny Mac Award.
Right, the Danny Mac Award for like close victories or something, like the Danny Mac Heart Attack Award, something like that.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, Danny Mac Heart Attack, something along those lines. So yeah, we got a good week of games coming up. The other games that we have are the 2-5 Beer Muscles going against the 3-4 Blumpkin. We have PBJ at 3-4 going against the Stillwater Gang at 4-3. That's going to be a good one. Yep, that's going to be a good one. Sizzler at 4-3 versus That's What She Said at 3-4. And we have the Mac Attack at 3-4 versus the Goat at 3-4. So we got a lot of, a couple of 3-4 teams duking it out. A couple of 4-3s, 3s and 4s. I mean, everybody is each other. So these games really, really matter. These games really, really matter. And that is the Always Sunday Fantasy League. Now let's take a look in Dynasty at the half-point PPR Laces Out Fantasy Football League. Fellas, what a week. We had some highs. We had some lows. We had some really lows. It was a great time. But let me just let you know that the best manager, the most efficient manager, started the most possible points, was Anthony Shady Acres, 160 points. Great week. I think he was the highest score in the league. We'll find out in a minute. The worst manager, who only started 45% of their perfect possible lineup, which, that smells like tanking to me. 44.98 points was the J Grizz Maulers. Crazy low score. Something that I can't even understand. The biggest blowout was by almost 4 times, 3.5. The Red Knights beat the piss out of the J Grizz Maulers, 124.2 to 44.98. So like by 80 points. It was a disaster. The closest game should come as no surprise. It's Golden Showers Part D against Early Bird Special. Closest game, Danny Mac. He won it by a robust 3.7 points.
You wouldn't
Or
have it no other way.
4.7 points. Yeah, that's way too many points for him. Highest score, as I mentioned, Shady Acres, 160. Lowest scorer, Jay Grizz Maulers. Who was this week's GOAT? I can't even imagine who it would be.
I mean, there was no reason to look anywhere else but the J Grizz Maulers putting that's the lowest score I've ever seen.
No, we've seen actually a lower score in the Always Sunday League. A few years ago, Narcoitz scored a 40.
Yeah, it was like a straight 40.
Oh wait, it might have been a 47.
It was a 47.
So maybe this is the lowest score we've ever seen. It's a half PPR though, so just keep that in mind. But go ahead.
40 didn't break 45. There's players that break 45. This team didn't break 45. That
I think they talked about it.
I have to break. We have to go. I mean, nobody wants to look through a 45-point team, but
yeah,
here we
go
go.
Fast.
Kirk Cousins 9.8. J.K. Dobbins 8.1. Montgomery does go down with a 6.5. Xavier Legette 1.9. Cortland Sutton goose egg. Lad McConkey 7.1. Sam Laporta 3. Eckler 3. King of the threes. Oh, speaking of threes, Jets defense -3. James Cook 9.2.
Ridiculous.
Crazy.
44.98, not even 45 points. It was disgusting. It is the measure. It's the bar now that has been set as the worst performance we've seen.
Literally going against Dave, who the Red Knights, who had an average week.
Fine
nothing
week.
crazy, nothing bad. Fine week.
Fine.
That Jordan Love. I'm just gonna start right here and then stop. Ready? Jordan Love.
You don't have to read my team.
No, wait. Jordan Love 18.8. Derrick Henry 27.7. That beats him.
All right.
That's funny.
Well done. Yeah, it was a gross week. You know, you don't like to see it. I mean, only starting less than half of your points is a bad look. I looked at his bench though, and I was like, this is terrible. Also, so I was just like really throwing it. But yeah, gross. Very, very gross. John, pick up our spirits. Who was this week's hero?
So this week's hero is another Monday Night Miracle.
Ooh.
And that is none other than our sweet boy, Bobby J, Spiral Out.
Spiral Out.
All right, so let's go into it. So going into Monday Night Football,
yep,
Spiral had 81.8 points, and he had the Lamar and Andrews stack to go. So that's a lot for for Bobby to do, but Jedi Modi only scored 119.59. So what ends up happening is he only had 81.8 points.
Right.
He needed 37.67 from Lamar and Andrews, and boy, did they deliver.
Oh yeah.
Lamar scoring 36.44 and Andrews with an 18.1.
28. No, I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong one. You got it right.
Yeah. Over the Jedi Modi, and Bobby right now is like screaming hot right now. One of the teams that just it didn't look good. It looked like it was going to be a bad loss, but Bobby really pulled through and got the victory.
Yes, and for that, he's this week's hero. Congratulations, Bobby J, moving to 6-1 with a dramatic victory over Modi, who falls to 5-2. Both still very strong teams. Nick's giving me a chub defeated Team J Clavs to move to 3-4. Clavs now 2-5 and dwindling near the bottom. Golden Showers Part D 5-2 over Early Bird Special, who falls to 3-4. Dude was jumping out the window after like week 2. My team is the worst, and he's 3-4. It's like it's not even, Wolverines moved to 2-5. Messed up the old tanking project, but he played against the Florida man, who's now 2-5 with a 74.66. John, rough week all over the place for you. Gross.
Horrible.
Gross. Shady Acres now 5-2 with that 160. over who needs running backs, who's now 1-6 and in last place. Not what you
Yeah,
want.
but if you also notice, my team was demolished by injuries this week.
Hey man, 160 points.
Chris Godwin, DK
You can't cry.
Metcalf, Deebo Samuel.
Oh, those are guys who are in your lineup. I see what you're saying. Lost, who did you lose? You lost Godwin for the year.
Godwin's done for the year. DK
Metcalf is
couple
week
weeks.
to week. And then
I
Debo maybe
probably
a
think
week.
a couple, and then Debo same thing, like a whatever. But he's probably gonna miss a week too. So like all those three guys are missing at least a week for me. One for the year.
Yeah, it's not
It's a
what
little
you want.
rough.
And
We got a little
the
question from Blue Yays.
Red Knights go to 6-1 with a victory over Jay Grizz, who's now 2-5. All right, Blue Jays. Go ahead, Anthony.
Traded Jacobs for DJ Moore plus an 8th round pick redraft. I've still got Kamara, Hunt, Pacheco, Hubbard, Bigsby, needed a wide receiver. Now have Cup, Reed, Moore at wide receiver. What do you think? Is it starting 2 wide receivers? Because you've been rough with having Cup out. I'm guessing maybe 2 wide
Cup, Reed, and
receivers.
Moore. Cup, Reed, and Moore is good 3 receivers. So first of all, the answer to that question is those are good receivers. The next thing you got to worry about is Hubbard because his clock is ticking. Hunt, obviously, Hunt goes away when Pacheco comes back, but you have both of them, so you're good there. Hubbard goes away at least a little bit. When Brooks comes in, they're going to get him some work. So Hubbard might not be who he's been for you. So what I think is you might want to think about trying to move Hubbard, maybe even package Hubbard and Bigsby together. Maybe not though, because you don't want to, make yourself super thin. But if you can move Hubbard for something of value, maybe I would think about doing that. That's all I have to say about that.
Depending on your record, Hubbard in that 8th pick, fam.
Yeah, the 8th round pick, the redraft thing. I don't quite understand that, but whatever works.
He
That sounds
gives
good
up
to
his
me.
8th round
You
pick.
got good value out of that.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. So fellas, looking ahead to week 8 in the Laces Out Fantasy Football League, guess what? We have 2 really juicy matchups to talk about. The first one is going to be between the 6-1 aforementioned Spiral Out Bobby J, smoking hot right now, going against the 5-2 Golden Showers Part D.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a battle between 2 of the top teams in the league. Lamar versus CJ Stroud. Obviously, Lamar is playing out of his mind right now, so he gets the advantage over just about everybody. Kyron Williams and Joe Mixon versus Jonathan Taylor, hopefully, and James Conner. Those are some good running backs. I would definitely give the edge though to Bobby J there
For sure.
Marvin Harrison, Terry McLaurin, Deontay Johnson against Garrett Wilson, Stephon Diggs, DJ Moore. That's a lot of fine receivers. I might give Danny Mac the edge with Wilson, Diggs, and Moore.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Andrews versus Jake Ferguson to see if Mark Andrews can stay hot, but I like those 2 tight ends. Alexander Madison, Rico Dowdle versus Darnell Mooney and the aforementioned Chuba Hubbard. I like Mooney and Hubbard this week, so I give the edge to Danny there. So this should be a pretty even battle. I think Danny could pull off the upset. It wouldn't be a huge upset. He's only 1 game behind him, but still, I think Bobby J is on upset watch here for sure. But it should be a really close game. Really close game. Blue Jays is playing 3 receivers, 2 running, 6 studs, which I get. Yeah. So I'll be trying to move Hubbard right now. Keep Bigsby because looks like he's going to be the lead dog in that backfield, even though that team stinks. But yeah, Hubbard's is a ticking time bomb. You want to get out from under that as soon as possible. Shady Acres 5-2, taking on Jedi Modi at 5-2. These are 2 very strong teams in the league, but as Anthony mentioned, you might be getting Jedi at the wrong time. We got Jalen Hurts versus Joe Burrow. I love that. We have Jahmyr Gibbs and Devin Singletary versus Tony Pollard and Javonte Williams. Very interesting.
Very
Very
interesting.
interesting. I think Singletary is the weak point there. So I'm going to give the slightest of edges to Jedi Modi here. Brian Thomas Jr., A.J. Brown, DK Metcalf, but not really. He's got to get moved out of this lineup. Devontae Smith, Jamar Chase, Xavier Worthy. This is actually very interesting. A.J. Brown versus Jamar Chase. Brian Thomas, I think, is actually better than Devonta Smith as a play, but we don't know who Anthony's going to be starting in that other receiver spot. Oh my goodness gracious! Looking at the rest of this lineup, Kyle Pitts and Tucker. Yeah, it's bad. Tucker Kraft and Kyle Pitts. Interesting tight end matchup. Can Kyle Pitts stay hot? Can Tucker Kraft stay hot? And then flexes. Anthony right now has nobody, and it's Kenneth Walker and Aaron Jones. It doesn't matter who Anthony puts in. Kenneth Walker and Aaron Jones is better than that. Giving this one to Jedi Modi, it's the wrong time for Shady Acres to have to go against Jedi Modi right now. It's just unfortunate that he suffered so many injuries this past week. It doesn't matter who he plugs in. I don't even have to look at the rest of the roster. Jedi Modi's going to win this game. Sorry, Anthony.
Straight disrespect.
Well, you're going to need a miracle. You're so ultimately banged up right now. It's unbelievable. You can't deny that. It's not your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. You have a very good team. Just that half of them are injured right now.
Pretty much.
You can't get any fantasy points from those guys. So it's not going to help. I think you have an outside shot of Debo playing next week, but the other two guys, you got to get them out of your lineup. So it doesn't, you're at a tremendous disadvantage. Modi's team is just too strong right now. The rest of the matchups, we have the 6-1 Red Knights going against the 3-4 Knicks giving me a chub. 2-5 J Grizz Maulers in the toilet bowl against the 1-6 Who Needs Running Backs. 2-5 Wolverines against 3-4 Early Bird Special. The 2-5 Florida Man against the 2-5 J Clavs. We got a lot of bad teams in this league. Goodness gracious. So we have a 6-1, two 6-1 teams. We have 3 5-2 teams. That's 5 teams. Everybody else has a losing record.
It's pretty
7
bad.
teams are 3-4, 2-5, or 1-6. There's 5 teams with a winning record right now.
That's bad.
It's not good.
It's not bad.
Especially when the winning records are all 5-2 or 6-1. It's not like it's like 4-3.
Yeah, we're just getting demolished every week.
Right. There's 7 teams that are just like almost not even competitive.
Yeah.
The haves and the have-nots are starting to show themselves with 7 games already been played. Right.
Bad.
So now it should be interesting to see how people manage their team from this point forward. Am I in it? Am I out of it? Am I going for it? Am I selling? Am I buying? The trade deadline is week 11. So, just keep that in mind. We have 8, 9, 10, and 11, 4 more games left to go until your teams are locked for the rest of this season. So, plan accordingly. And, hopefully we don't get too many more awful, terrible, horrible injuries. Right?
Anthony.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, you've been taking it on the chin in multiple leagues,
Yeah.
Kiss of death.
Yeah,
kiss,
still
kiss
fighting,
of death
still
tips.
fighting.
Yeah. No, you're doing good. You're doing good. So that's that for that. That's our recaps. Nice job, everybody. Good work. Good work. You guys ready to talk some NFL football?
Let me do a bathroom break.
Okay, we're going to do a bathroom break.
Unacceptable.
Anthony, take 5.
Yes.
I am the party. I am the drug. I am the party. I get all the love. I am the party. I am the drug. I am the party. I get all the love. I am the party. I am the drug. I am the out of love.
You're weird.
And we're back.
Yeah, you are.
What's up,
Hey.
brother?
Hey. How you be doing?
Doing good, man. All right, let's get our. And we're back.
We're back. Sorry, I missed the cue. I heard the music stop, and I'm like, wait, oh shit. That was pretty seamless.
Yeah.
So now we can get started with the rest of the show. Hello and welcome to the Always Sunday Football Podcast. We're talking spreads. We're talking overs, unders. We're talking NFL games. I'm your host, Dave. I'm joined as I am every week by Johnny. How you doing, Johnny?
Doing well, doing well.
I have you in the studio. Anthony, how do you do?
I'd be doing good.
Yeah. You'd be hiding behind that microphone is what you'd be doing.
Yeah. Well, it's because I'm getting ready for my work involvement, because you take on a lot. So,
Yeah,
trying
no,
to get ahead on
now
writing it down.
It's your time to shine. Give me a second here. I'm having some technical difficulties. All right, so let's talk before we do your numbers. All right, what I want to do is I want to talk about the DK the 4-man contest. So I'll bring that up real quick. In fourth place in the DK contest was Danny Mack, who scored just 82.34 points.
Not what you want.
No, lots of snowflakes on this list here. Not too many fires, only one fire. So that's not what you want. Can't have it. I'm in third place. We all had a bad week this week, by the way, guys.
Yeah, we sucked.
I had 104, so I came in close-ish third. I had too many. I had a 0. Juju got injured though, so that's kind of whatever. But he came into the game injured. I knew the risk that I was taking, and it burned me pretty badly. I could have, if I had like countless other guys in there, I possibly could have won this week because I was only down by 3 points. But Johnny finished in second place with 107.58. Okay, a couple of snowflakes, Rams defense as well. Fine roster. DK was on his way to a good day. And Anthony with a 107.70, so just 0.12 ahead for the win. That's all.
Danny Mac.
He also had a 0 from Juju, but was able to put some better players into his lineup here. He had the Goff and Amon-Ra stack and Kyron Williams. That took him to victory right there. So congratulations, Anthony. What are the standings right now?
On that, I think that was my third.
Correct.
John won last week. John won.
I have 2.
I won week 5. Danny won.
You got to keep a running
4.
list. You can't keep looking at the different pages.
I know. That's the only one I haven't written up. Yeah, so I have 3. John has 2, and you and Danny each have 1.
3 and 2 is 5, 7. Okay, cool. Got it. Very good. The next thing, Anthony, how were we looking on those picks?
So, my friends, I'll start with the smaller lists and work our way up here. So our anytime touchdowns, we went 3 for 4 as a group, which I think is good. Dave, you had DK. He got one right before he goes out. Danny had Chuba. He has a touchdown. I had Evans. Same thing. Grabs one before his hammy pops. And that's another name we didn't mention. The whole receiving core for the Bucs.
We mentioned it.
And then John chose Debo.
Debo. This was before he got sick.
Right. Yeah. That's a bummer. So it's almost like a push.
Yeah.
But technically, Debo did play. He only played like 2 plays or something.
It sucks.
Sucks. Yeah. It's a bad way to lose it. So 3 out of 4, when that's the way we lose it, that's a bad way to lose it.
Yeah.
But
right.
Because
there was nothing I could do about that. And I had no idea he was going to get sick.
No. How could you? Yeah. No. Look, we do this show on Tuesday.
Call you and said that he's got fluid in the lungs.
We do the show on Tuesday, and then the games happen on Sunday. How are you supposed to know something like that? And it's not like we call Anthony and be like, "Oh, change my touchdown pick." I can barely remember my touchdown pick on Sunday. I'm always texting Anthony like, "What did I pick? What were my picks?"
Yeah. You got real life stuff.
3-pick parlays, guys.
Okay, so go ahead. 3-pick parlay. Break it down.
3-pick parlays. I had a nice streak with getting one last week, right? And then I'm like, let's go back to Money Line Madness. Stupid. That is stupid.
You can't do it.
Well, I got 1 out of 3. Then Dave, same 1 out of 3. Danny Mac and John, 3 for 3.
Nice.
Get out of here. 2 of them, huh?
Yeah.
Good for you,
Bengals
guys.
with the points. Johnny went Bengals with the points, Eagles with the points, Commanders with the points. And then Danny went Detroit with the points, over in the Jets game, Baltimore with the points. Now, before I go into our numbers, we got a question here from Tyler Sperry.
Tyler,
What's up, Tyler?
hey buddy,
Thoughts
What's
on
going on, Tyler?
Rashad Bateman and Otten for Ferguson? Which
Over
side do you get?
Ferguson.
Right now, I'd
Says-
rather keep Otten.
Hold on. You read it wrong. It's over Ferguson, not
Oh,
for.
sorry.
So what's the question we're asking him? Bateman and Otten over Ferguson. Like Otten is a really nice tight end going forward, I think, especially with no Godwin. He's been out there running a billion routes. He just hasn't been getting targeted. Now if he's a target, you can't expect 100 yards every week or whatever, but I think he's a good play. Ferguson is also a good play though.
I think I like him over Ferguson now, season long.
Well, hear me about this. Also, I think Evans is going to miss some time. So Otten right now's value is at an all-time. Like he's going to get the goal line work and be able to almost move the chains.
Would you drop Otten? I'm sorry. Would you drop Ferguson for Otten?
Man,
I would.
I'd do it. I'm going to do it.
I would not. I would try to keep both of them. I don't think I would.
No. What I'm saying is that like if I had to choose
Dave,
between,
Yeah, no, I get it.
You have one. Which one do you want rest of season?
Ferguson. Because
I'm
Ferguson,
on the Otten side.
yeah, no, he's done. Ferguson's just done it longer. I would still say Ferguson. League though, so just take that.
I think if you're going to say it, you
Not
could say
professionals,
Ferguson's safer and whatever, and where Otten could be the ceiling, higher ceiling.
yeah.
Otten might look good for the next few games, but I think
And he also
over the rest of the season,
He also thinks Bateman might get 5 targets in 3 straight games.
would you grab?
He's had 5 targets in 3 straight games.
Would you grab Bateman?
I think
5
So
targets
he's looking
in-
at waiver pickups right now. I don't.
I
What else is
wouldn't.
there besides Bateman?
Yeah.
Bateman's he's a boom bust play. What you need to know is, I think it's 4 targets, 3 games, not 5, but it's mincing. It doesn't matter. Splitting hairs. The point is, he's going to get you a huge play, or he's going to get you nothing. It's like Jameson Williams.
He has both tight ends, and basically which one to start this week. So at that point, I'd say you got to look at matchup.
Yeah, that's fair.
Niners play the Cowboys. I mean, Cowboys play the Niners rather. So
Yeah, Ferguson, that's going to be a tough game.
No, not necessarily, because they'll be focused more on CeeDee Lamb. That's the thing about Ferguson.
Bucks playing Atlanta.
He doesn't have a tremendous ceiling.
No, he doesn't.
So if you're looking for upside, then maybe Otten's the play.
And Bucks
At
play
least
Atlanta.
for now. While Mike Evans is out, and before they figure out the Chris Godwin thing, then yeah, Otten is probably the hot play. But over the long term, I think Ferguson's going to have a lot of use.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, now if you can keep them both, and you play matchups. And right now, I think Otten, like you said, Otten's the hot start. I think they're gonna work in all 3 running backs, like with passing options with them each. I think at the half they each had 5 rushing attempts each, all 3 of them. So it's like they're gonna. And then Rashad White has his best game because he had all those catches. So but still, I think Otten's the best thing going forward until Evans comes back.
Right. Which would be about 4 games. But I'd say keep them both and play the matchups. And thanks for watching. And definitely like and subscribe. Do this every Tuesday.
And definitely stay away from Bateman.
I wouldn't say stay away from him. Like if you could use a guy like that on your bench, put him on your bench. But
I mean,
you just got to understand.
depending on what else is out there, yeah. Derek,
You potentially win you your week. He's one of those kind of guys. He's a lower level kind of one of those guys, but he's still one of those guys.
you're one
He's
of
going
those
to get you a
guys.
70-yard touchdown, or he's going to get you nothing.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
Okay, so
Anthony, do you have any more numbers you got to hit?
Yeah. I'm not going to give us like a totals after week 7, but our week 7 numbers here. We have 30. It was 15 games, so 30 possible options, no pushes. We have John and Dave with 16.
Why am I always no?
John, you just got to get it right. I have 17. Danny
Okay.
Mac 19.
Ooh,
Ooh.
19. That's a good
So
number.
going into the 2 Monday night games, Dave and myself had 14, and Danny and John had 15. Danny
So
Mac
Danny
got
got
all
all
4
four
right.
picks right. Wow. Good for him.
Wow.
Nice. I hope if he had made that 4-pick parlay, it probably would have paid nice.
Nice.
Yep. And John got
I wish we had
1
enough
and
bankroll
2.
to do all these little things. You know what I mean? I don't have enough units.
Yeah.
No,
Not
but
enough
I mean,
units.
I'm down to like I said, what we did this week. Like even if you
Well,
throw
yeah, we
like an
talked
8 pick,
about it. We
an 8
talked
pick
about it, John
parlay,
and I.
throw a unit on that, no matter what it is, that's decent.
All right, so let's get into the picks in that case, right?
Let's do it.
All right, so let's bring this up. Boom, and we're off.
This is ass.
Take it easy. Thursday night,
Sorry.
good Thursday night game. Vikings visiting the Rams. Hopefully, the Rams have Cooper Kupp, and he's not been traded by then.
Yeah.
The Rams are 2.5-point home dogs. 48-point over under. Johnny, did you write your picks down or no?
I didn't write all my picks down, but I'm
Okay.
ready.
All right, go for it.
All right. So I'm going to go with Vikings, the points. And I'm going to take the under 48.
Anthony.
I'm gonna take the over and give me Minnesota laying the points.
I'm going to do Minnesota with the points and the under. And Danny
we'll
is
get to-
taking.
Oh, he sent them to you?
Yeah. Danny's taking
Nice.
the Rams plus 2.5 and the under.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe he thinks that the Vikings are just going to win it by a few points,
Gotcha.
like 1 point or something like that.
Money line,
So,
do it.
okay. Right. Titans at Lions. The Lions favorites in this game with a 46-point over under. This is insane. 11 points. Anthony?
That's crazy.
Anthony, your Titans?
Lions and the over.
Oof. John?
I'm going to go with the Titans with the plus 11. I like that. Like maybe
That's a lot of points.
It is. It's a lot. I'm going to go with that and give me the under in this game.
That's like a college football pick.
Yeah, it's
It's
crazy.
like the line is too big. I'm taking the line. I'm going to lay the points with the Lions. I'll lay the 11 because it's hilarious to just lay 11 points. And I will take the over.
They're gonna score 40 something on them.
And then Danny will lay the points with the Lions as well and the under.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a risky bet, laying 11 and taking the under 46. You got to.
It's a bold move, Cotton.
It's got to be like
bold.
Yeah, it's got to be like 30-0. Okay. Next game, Packers Jags. Yikes! This one's only a 4.5-point spread. The Jags are getting 4.5 at home. 49.5-point over under. So I guess maybe Vegas is thinking the Jags are starting to get it together a little bit after beating the fucking Patriots in London.
It's crazy.
I don't know. Anthony, what do you think about your Jaguars?
I think that
Brian Thomas.
there's a lot of good talent on that team, but just something's got to happen. I'm going to take Green Bay laying the points, and apparently I like to have a lot of fun so far, so the over.
John,
Did you guys?
I'll take the Packers with the points and give me the under. Anthony, you've been a lot of overs. I'm very under.
John, you're all unders. I'm all overs.
I also will take Packers in the points and the under, and so will Danny.
Nice.
You guys are just fun suckers.
No fun. But yeah, 4.5 is have a bit of a head scratcher to me. I might have to put that in my parlay. Ravens Browns home 9-point dogs, 44.5 point over under. No Deshaun Watson. Ding dong, the witch is dead. It's probably gonna be Jameis. If not Jameis, it'll be DTR, followed shortly by Jameis. So we're probably gonna get some Jameis Winston, thankfully, finally. Johnny.
I'm going to take Baltimore with the points. I just think Baltimore is just a way better team, but I'm going to go with the over in this one. 44.5. I think the Browns offense might be actually better without Watson. They have Nick Chubb back. I think they're going to be able to
they
score
are.
a little bit, and I'll take the over in this one. Anthony, it's my first over. You happy?
I'll
I
do
am.
Ravens
It was
over
almo-
also. Ravens over also. Anthony,
for you or Danny?
both of us.
Ravens over. You're both Ravens over. I think we're all the same on this one. Damn,
Yes.
I am just ballsy here with the overs.
You always are. You always have a lot of overs, don't you? We talk about this
Yeah.
every week, I feel like.
Yeah,
Colts
I
at
think so.
Texans. Colts at Texans. The Colts insisting on starting Anthony Richardson against everyone's better judgment. Texans are 5.5 point favorites at home with a 46 point over under. Anthony.
Give me
You'll talk about your Colts in a
the
second. Don't you worry.
Jesus. Texans are laying 5.5. Give me the Colts getting 5.5, right?
Colts are getting 5.5.
Yeah, give me the Colts with the points and my first under here.
John.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Houston with the points. It's for sure. But I'm gonna go with the over in this game because in week 1, the Titans and the Colts played each other. and
Oh,
it was
wait a minute.
21.
I'm sorry. I read that as Colts versus Titans, I wrote. It's Texans. That's my bad.
You're good.
I switched my I'm sorry.
To go back to that, I think that it's the over because in the beginning of the season they hit it in week 1. Why not? They're gonna definitely go over 6.
So they
46.
played in week 1 each other and they did hit the over.
Yeah.
What was the over under?
It was the score was 29 to 27.
56 points.
56 points. Yeah.
Um,
Would you go with the over if you knew that stat?
I do know that stat now.
Yeah.
And
Does that change your opinion about this pick?
I will lay the 5.5 with the Texans. And I will take the over also. 46. I'll take the over.
What's Danny?
Let's have some fun. What does Danny want? Let's find out.
John, what were you? Because I just was
Ooh.
trying to rate mine out because I'm
sorry,
Texans
Anthony.
over.
It was Houston the points and over 46.
All right, so we're all Texans over so far.
Anthony,
I thought it was
so you changed
Titans.
your pick, right? You picked.
because I thought
you
I read
changed your pick to
Titans
the
as I'm
Texans.
reading it.
All right. And Danny's actually taking Indy plus 5.5 and the over.
Wow.
So he's taking the points with Indy. I guess he's figuring it's going to be closer.
No, get that shit out of my face.
Hey, he won it last week, so maybe he's on a heater. Maybe he'll break
Heater,
the 20
and
mark.
you never get when you're on a heater. Chargers.
You never lose. Eagles, Bengals. Good game. Bengals are at home, 2.5 point favorites, 47.5 point over under. Johnny?
I'm gonna take Philly with the point with the 2.5 and give me the over in this game. I like this game on Sunday. I'm gonna be looking forward to watching this game at 1:00 for sure.
Anthony?
Eagles, and you said over, John?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Man. Yeah, the Eagles getting 2.5. I'll take that. And I'll take the over as well. I am just over everything. All right.
I'll lay the 2.5 with the Bengals and give me the over. And Danny will also do the same. Lay the points with the Bengals in the over. Jets, Patriots. Jets are finally favored in a game. The Patriots are at home, 7-point dogs, 41.5-point over under. Johnny, your Jets.
Yeah, I'll take the Jets with the points, and I'm going to go with the over 41.5. I will definitely do that. This should be the Jets' best game of the season.
They're like a little bit of a get right spot.
Yeah, like this game has to be that, or else this season's an absolute fail.
You know what? Well said. Anthony?
Same. Jets over.
I will take the Jets and the over, and Danny will take the keeps closing on me. I'm sorry. Jets and the over. Falcons, Bucks. Bucks just lost both of their all-world wide receivers. You know, Evans for a couple of weeks, Godwin for the season, probably forever, because he's in his final year of his contract. He's not dead. The Buccaneers are 2.5-point underdogs with a 46-point over under. John, your Buccaneers. Your poor Buccaneers.
I'm gonna still take the Buccaneers with the 2.5. I just think they're still a good football team. They'll figure it out. Now I'm gonna go with the over in this game.
Anthony?
I'm gonna take. Gee, I've literally every over. I'm gonna take the Falcons and the under because I've taken every over. Honestly, that's about the only reason.
Give me the Falcons laying the points and the over. Falcons points over in this game. And Danny is going to take the Buccaneers getting 2.5 and the over. Interesting. Cardinals, Dolphins. Dolphins are at home. Tua should be back. They're 3-point favorites hosting the Cardinals with a 46.5-point over under. John, your Dolphins.
I'm gonna go with money line Arizona.
Ooh.
And I'm gonna go with the over in this game.
Anthony?
Tua is really going to be back, or they're just speculating he could be, right? Isn't it? He could be.
We're expecting all of the information that we've been given. He's supposed to be back in week 8. They're expecting him back in week 8. That's what I mean. They're favored in this game. They wouldn't be favored if he wasn't expected back.
That's fair. That is fair. Yeah. Arizona getting 3. And the under.
I will also take Arizona +3 and give me the over. And so will Danny. Arizona +3 over.
We got a question.
4:00 slate. Oh, we do? Okay, read the question real quick. Let's do this.
We got Grand Slam Dunk.
Oh, Grand Slam Dunk.
Nice.
Full PPR. Just got offered Nico Collins, Chubb, and Mark Andrews. I'll probably just sell them high. For my Jaden Reed, Amari Cooper, my current wide receivers are Chase, London, Cup, and Worthy besides those two.
So he'd have Chase, London, Cup, Worthy, and Nico Collins.
Well, Worthy right now is worthless to me.
Giving away Jaden Reed and Amari Cooper. Giving away Jaden Reed and Amari Cooper for Nico Collins and Nick Chubb.
Realistically, just like Nico Collins.
Nick Chubb is going to get work. He's going to get work. He's going to get, as long as he stays healthy, they're just going to give him work. I think it's a fine trade.
Yeah, I think it's decent.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, Jaden Reed is very fluky. He's up and down. He's not a consistent receiver. Nico Collins is that when he's healthy. He's one of the best receivers in the NFL. And Amari Cooper is acclimating to a new system. It's not a very high volume system. So I think that's a good trade. Presumably, you also need help at running back to get Chubb in this deal.
And tight end.
Oh, you just offered it.
Yeah.
And a tight end. Yeah, I mean, if you can sell Mark Andrews high, some people might be wary. They might just want to not buy on, a short burst, but I think he'll also just have value either way. So that's a good trade in my opinion. So, and Nico Collins has been out 2 weeks already?
Yep.
So he's going to miss 2 more weeks.
And then should be off of IR. Yeah.
Right.
So
I own Nico Collins in a league, and I'm patiently waiting for his return.
Yeah.
Happily, patiently waiting. Yeah, that's a fair trade.
If you could hold out a little, your record good, make that transition.
for sure,
Drop Daniel Jones for Winston in Superflex.
I'll do it.
Yeah, I might do it.
Anthony,
Is
your
it-
Giants?
If Winston gets to start, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. We're assuming that he's going to get the start, but it's true. But even if he doesn't get the start, what are they going to do? Are they going to start DTR? He can't play. He can't play. Winston will play. Winston will eventually play, one way or the other, whether they want him to or not. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Okay. 4:00 slate. Ooh, this is a good game. I'm gonna run and get some more waters. John, you tell us what the lines and the spreads are.
John, you got this?
All right. So
Fine,
yeah,
let's
let's
go,
do it.
boy.
So it's Buffalo and Seattle. Right now, Buffalo is a 3.5 favorite with a 47 over under. Anthony.
Wait, John, you have 3. Yours says 3.5.
No, 3.
Okay.
Sorry.
Just making
3.
sure, because maybe mine didn't refresh, and lines
Sorry
change
about that. My bad.
when we go and I try and look back.
Yeah.
Give me Buffalo laying the 3 and the over. What about you, John?
Dave.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know he's there.
I'm here. I'll lay the 3 points with Buffalo also, and I'll take the over.
I'm gonna third that, Anthony.
All right.
And give me a second for Danny's pick. My phone locked. Buffalo -3 over.
Nice.
All 4 of us. Clean sweep.
Nice.
Saints, Chargers. Chargers are at home. 7-point favorites. Your boy Spencer Rattler expected to continue to start. 39.5 point disgusting over under in this game that will feature very little offense. Anthony, your Saints.
Go marching. Yeah. Take the under. I'll take the Chargers laying the 7. Yeah, I'll take the Chargers laying the 7.
John.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Chargers and the over.
I will take the under, and I will take the points with the Saints and just say that it's a closer game. I think the Chargers win, but maybe not by 7. Yeah. 7's a lot.
Yeah, that is.
Chiefs,
Well, what's
Raiders,
Danny
talk about
Max?
a lot. The Raiders are at home. Oh, I'm sorry. New Orleans +7 under. So same as me. Sorry.
You're good.
New Orleans +7 under. Chiefs, Raiders. Raiders are at home. 10-point dogs. 41-point over under. Johnny.
Yeah, give me KC with the points. It's not it. This is a game where the Chiefs need to be the Chiefs and just beat up on them.
Yeah.
And but I do think that the Raiders can be a little scrappy, or Minshew's starting this time, so I'm expecting an over in this one.
Okay. Anthony.
Chiefs in the over.
I will also do Chiefs in the over, and Danny will do Chiefs in the under.
We have a question.
All right.
It's a 3. It's
Let's
a
do
3-team trade. Talk dirty to me. One offer is Mahomes.
Pareko.
One offer is Mahomes and JJ for Allen, Andrews, and Higgins. So Josh Allen, Mark Andrews, and Higgins. And the other offer is Brees and Najee for Pollard and Neighbors. I'm the Brees, Mahomes, and JJ owner. Wow. Is this like
So you get Allen, Andrews, Higgins, Pollard, and Neighbors. That's who you'd end up with. Allen, Andrews, Higgins, Pollard, and Neighbors. And you'd give up Mahomes, Justin Jefferson, Brees, and Njoku.
Correct.
I'd rather have Brees and JJ. I mean, you're basically doing a lot just to get Allen.
And Neighbors. I kind of agree with you, Anthony. I would probably rather have Brees and JJ in this situation. And you're also trying to get rid of Mahomes, I think, in this
Right.
deal.
So like do that in a
and
different
upgrade
way.
your-
This is a lot.
I mean, it is a lot.
Yeah, it is.
And Njoku projects to have some pretty good volume. So I mean, Andrews is hot right now, but we just talked about how he might be a sell high.
Yeah, you don't
or at
know.
least
It's
somebody you
like the
have to
Mark
take
Andrews show
a
right
good
now.
look.
I mean, yes, you're going from
Could be very
Mahomes
inconsistent.
to Allen, which is the QB1, but you're downgrading tremendously from JJ to Higgins.
And Neighbors. JJ for Higgins and Neighbors. You have to remember. But Neighbors, look, eventually Daniel Jones is going to get benched, and it's going to be Drew Lock. And Neighbors is going to be a question mark. He's going to be up and down.
Correct.
I own both of those guys. I own Justin Jefferson. I own Malik Neighbors. I'm not worried about Justin Jefferson. I am worried about Malik Neighbors.
Yeah.
So for me, I'd rather have Brees with the new coaching staff and the new situation. He's getting workhorse fucking workload.
Yep.
He's a monster. I love Tony Pollard. I love Malik Neighbors. I love T. Higgins. But try to get Mahomes off in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
And Njoku's going to be good.
Yeah,
Njoku's
for
going to
sure.
be good. And what does Yee have to
Yee.
say? Yee.
10 team PPR trade away. Trade away Cup and Kincaid for Kittle and Smitty.
Who's Smitty? Devontae Smith?
I'm guessing.
Yeah,
I don't know, like these
Smith.
like everybody's got a little name, but I
Smitty? Is there another Smith that we know about?
don't know.
Smith? It would have to be Devontae
I'm
Smith,
smitten.
right? Yee, who is it? Because
Cup.
I don't mind. I don't know, man. We just talked about Devontae Smith a little while ago. I just think he's going to be terribly inconsistent. He's like a third in the pecking order at best.
Yeah, Devontae.
Yeah, Devontae Smith.
I just like
can you
Kittle's
get somebody
been great.
better? Can you get Kittle? Kittle's awesome. Can you get somebody better than Smith as the other piece? Because I would do Kincaid and Cup for Kittle and something a little bit better than Devontae Smith. Don't give up on
'cause
this.
Kittle's
It's just not
just
quite
gonna
right.
only get more targets now that Ayuk's out. So
He's going to be the tight end one. He's going to be the tight end one this year. George Kittle. You heard it here first. You probably didn't hear it here first. Somebody else probably
yeah,
said it.
I take that.
But yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, everybody. Like and subscribe. Tuesday nights we do this. We hang out. We talk fantasy football. So hang out with us.
Yeah, we cool.
No doubt about it.
We're friendly.
Do we finish the Chiefs and Raiders game, Anthony?
Yep.
Panthers Broncos stink fest. The Broncos are at home 9-point favorites, which is utter disrespect to the Panthers. 43.5 over under.
Oh man.
Yeah, see, Pareko's in quarterback hell is what's happening right now because he's got Mahomes, Danny Dimes, and Anthony Richardson. He's in quarterback hell.
Yeah,
so
he is.
he's really trying to pull every string possible to get rid of Mahomes, and you're doing a little too much. Keep Justin Jefferson and Brees for the long haul. You're going to need them, and try to get a different deal done.
Maybe you
Mahomes
could
in it.
Mahomes
You don't
and
have to
something
shoot for-
else.
Yeah, you don't have to shoot for Josh Allen per se, but
There's actually a lot of guys you could
there's
shoot
other
to.
options.
Mahomes' name is still means something to people. It's a nice flashy name.
There might be somebody. This is going to sound disgusting when I say it, but it's true. There might be somebody on your waiver wire who's better than Mahomes right now.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know what your
like
waiver wire.
season
You got three quarterbacks here, so there might not be anybody on his waiver wire. But if there's any there might be somebody on your waiver wire you could start over Mahomes. And
It's
then,
crazy.
like all of them. It's crazy, but it's true,
Yeah, it is.
right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
In
take a
one
look.
world that a guy that's 6-0.
Diggs or Higgins, that's a little too much. That's a little too much. It's just so I guess there's not really anybody else to choose from in that situation.
Yeah.
That stinks.
Damn.
Because I would love you to get Kittle. I would love that to happen for you. But going from Cup to Devontae Smith is like you can't even confidently start Devontae Smith,
No, you can't.
right?
I actually traded him in my other dynasty league.
Yeah,
This is the time.
He's not even a guy you can really confidently start. Like you put him in your flex and your butthole's clenched.
For real.
Yeah, sweating. Panthers Broncos 9-point game. The Broncos are projected to smash. 43.5 point over under. Anthony.
Broncos laying the 9 and the under.
Pick up Jameis. Get Jameis. Drop Daniel Jones maybe because Daniel Jones's time is ticking. I don't know if you were here. He's going to get benched eventually. They have to bench him or else they have to pay him a whole bunch of money next year.
Correct.
So he can't play a certain amount of games. Like I don't know what the number is. Anthony might know.
He gets the injury
but there's
clause.
a
It's like
certain point-
20-something million.
Yeah, there's a certain point in the season where, just like last year with Russell Wilson in Denver, they benched him at a certain point in the season, not because he was playing bad, but because they didn't want to have to pay him a whole bunch of money the following year. So Daniel Jones is going to get benched. So he's going to be, he's eventually his time is up. So drop Danny Jones and get Jameis Winston, because at a certain point, there's also going to be a clock that goes off that tells that Kevin Stefanski, hey, buddy, you're now coaching for your job.
Yeah.
And he's going to need to win some games, and Jameis gives them their best chance to do that.
Correct.
So,
and I'm going to tell you this. If Jameis comes out and balls, like let's say, for instance, if Cleveland wins this game this upcoming week, that would be crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about them already, right? They're playing against the Ravens. They're not going to win.
They're not going to win. No. But what I'm saying is that would be.
But we projected the over because we think they're going to score some points.
Yeah.
Jameis,
so
that would be a big upset. That would be a big upset.
It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy.
Yeah.
You're welcome for the advice. We do this every Tuesday, so come hang out with us. I think the Mahomes could have a really good week this week, though. So if you're thinking about starting a quarterback this week of Mahomes, Winston, or Anthony Richardson, or Daniel Jones, I'm starting Mahomes.
Yeah, Mahomes, he has a great matchup. That's why I said this is a get-right game for their offense to start clicking.
Yeah. So I'm still, stay the course with Mahomes one more week.
And maybe sell high. If he has a great game, sell high.
Yeah. Keep working on it. Keep working on it.
Would you try and offer Mahomes
for guys like Geno, Goff, Caleb Williams? Yeah, I'd rather have any one of those guys over Mahomes right now.
It's crazy.
I would rather have any one of those guys. I would rank. How would you rank Geno, Goff, and Caleb Williams in terms of who would you rather have right now? If you had
Caleb Williams, who was it? Who else was it?
It's right in front of your face, John.
Okay, gotcha. So sorry. I would do Caleb Williams. I'm a Caleb Williams.
Okay,
guy.
so he's 1 for you.
Yep.
It's probably 1 for me too.
I got Goff at 1.
I would go Caleb, Goff,
and
I have Goff, Caleb, Geno.
But yeah. Okay, fair enough. I understand that. Goff's been playing awesome lately. Awesome. You got to start 2 quarterbacks, basically. Yeah. Understood.
I played safe and do Goff then if it's 2 quarterback.
What did you say?
I said I would go Goff because it's just safer in my opinion.
Goff's safer. Caleb Williams got a higher upside. If you're 2 quarterbacks, I mean, I don't know who your 2 quarterbacks are going to be in this situation. If you're trading Mahomes for one of these guys,
it's going to be the replacement and the same Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson.
Right. That's exactly right. Anthony Richardson is still starting. But you're at least upgrading from Mahomes to one of these guys, I think.
For sure.
So yeah. There you go.
You guys got
Do we do any of the
Everybody else has got to finish out the Denver.
Broncos?
I went Broncos under.
Anthony, you got everybody's?
No, that was
You're up, John.
Yeah.
Oh. All right, I'm up. All right. So I'm going to take Carolina with the points because I think that there's, I don't know, I just don't see Denver beating on them like that, but I will do the under.
I'll take the under, but I will take the Broncos because I think their defense is just going to completely dismantle the Panthers this week. They're going to shut them down. And Danny, Carolina +9, under.
All right. So me and Danny think the same.
Yeah. I definitely agree on the under. That's an easy call. We'll watch it be like a 60-point game. Bears Commanders. This line says to me that they do not project Jaden Daniels to play. It's Commanders +2. They're at home. They're dogs. 44-point over under. Johnny.
Yeah, give me Chicago with the points and give me the over 44.
Anthony.
Who is it? It's Mariota, right?
It should be Mariota, yeah.
He didn't do too bad. I guess give me the Bears
Yep,
with
off
the
its own
over.
schedule. No, I'll take the over. Sorry. And Danny will take the Bears and the over also. Sorry.
No, this is the most amount of same picks we've had all year.
Is that right? I know there was another
100%.
week that was like that too. There was
No,
at
this
least one other week where-
we have like 4 picks that we all have the same. It's never been 4. Oh, here we come. Oh, he's coming back. What?
I did.
Also, what about trying for Darnold? Because apparently Vikings might be trying to get Stafford. Why would they get
I
Stafford?
did not hear that. They have Darnold. He's playing great. Has
They
anybody heard anything
drafted
about
JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, I don't think they do that.
that? No, that doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't.
They
Make sense to
won't.
me.
Stafford won't go there. I mean, you're hearing little rumblings about that, but definitely not there.
What? You heard
Darnold might be
rumblings?
good for long term because Vikings drafted JJ. Darnold's playing like pretty good. Maybe gets a starting job somewhere else after this.
Yeah, I think that's the most likely thing where Darnold. But I don't know what his contract situation is. He might just be under contract and he might get
It
traded.
was a 1 year,
after-
$10 million, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Good for him. Yeah, I would love to have Darnold if I was you,
Or
but
3 year, $10 million.
I don't think that the Vikings are going to get Stafford. I don't have any information on it. You're the person breaking this news to me, Pareko, but I'll tell you that does not sound plausible to me.
I think
an idiot.
he goes to the Giants.
Wow.
I think Stafford stays.
I think he stays too.
Yeah, I think he stays in LA.
No, I'm saying if he gets moved, I think it's to the
him.
Giants.
He's not a bad quarterback,
Oh, he's
like
good.
he's a good quarterback, and I think that he plays out the rest of his career.
The
in-
Cooper Cup rumors, I think, are more true. The Stafford, whatever Stafford rumors, I
No, that's false. I'm saying if he would, I would give the Giants as a good option because Dabo and McVay are like they're talking friendly. They're friends.
Oh, that's great. The Cowboys
No, I
and the
think it's too much
Niners
for them to
play.
say.
Cowboys and the Niners play on Sunday night. You'll wait all day for this game, Sunday night. Niners are favored by 4. They will have no Ayuk. They will have no Debo, most likely. Or else I think they'd be favored by a lot more. No Christian McCaffrey.
They have Kittle.
They will have Kittle. Kittle's going to go berserk in this game.
Yeah,
John,
and then they have is Jawan
Sorry.
Jennings going to be okay there?
we don't know about that yet. Niners are 4-point favorites with a 46.5 point over under. John.
Yeah, I'll take the 49ers with the 4 and give me the over 46.5, Anthony.
This one's actually it's Cowboys have been poop, but like they also have nobody. Yeah, I mean the Niners. And the over.
I'll take the Niners and the under. And Danny will take Dallas +4 and the over. I guess he expects
All these guys that are hurt,
the injuries to
really affect this game.
Yeah, interesting. Guys, would you start Ferguson or Njoku this week?
Njoku.
Anthony?
Yeah, Njoku, I think.
I agree. Njoku. He just has a higher upside. He's got more volume coming his way, most likely. And now here's an interesting thing. If Cup does get traded to and it's to Kansas City, that would be huge for Mahomes, I would think. Yeah. I think we talk about this very often on this show, is that every time a wide receiver gets talked about being traded, the first place that people always say is, oh, what if he goes to Kansas City? Oh, what if he goes to Kansas City? I don't think anybody's going to Kansas City.
It's crazy. Like,
They're
he
still
hasn't had a
winning
wide
games,
receiver
so
once
they're like,
since,
why are
Yeah, they don't yeah,
Tyreek Hill.
they don't feel like they need that. I don't think that that's something that they would spend a lot of draft capital on in this situation. They're 6-0. They're not in need of anything particular. They feel, at least that's not what their
something
moves
that they have to move
have
with a
not
pick like
shown-
that.
Their defense is
Yeah.
elite.
I
Their
see them-
defense is the
I
reason
do
why.
see them feeling like
Their
Like-
running game is plug and play.
like people that are on there, and they, like Cup is clearly, they say, going to be a 2. Hopkins probably like the same or a 3, but like a Slayton for like a 5. That's something I
Wait,
could.
there's no way you're getting a second-round pick for DeAndre Hopkins at this point in his career. That's crazy.
No, there's no
That's
way.
crazy.
Yeah, like
No.
You're talking.
think-
You're
I
gonna
mean,
get
what, third or
I think
It's like a fourth that could become a third or something like
yeah,
that.
or something like
whatever it was, but Slayton is somebody that's like a 5th or a 6th that they could actually. That's somebody that they could, where they're not putting too much.
He's another guy who, but yeah, that this is more regional. But what you're doing, but every time a wide receiver trade comes up in conversation, Slayton's name comes up.
Yeah.
Right. But he's not getting traded either.
No.
Nobody's trading Slayton. He's not getting traded for it. No, nobody's thinking about Darius Slayton except us. But yeah, Cup might get traded. I don't know. That's sort of just popped out of nowhere.
I'm interested.
Seemed
in
very
seeing-
abrupt.
I also think that they're trying to make up for the draft capital. Like, they're trying to get draft picks. They lost Aaron Donald. I think they're trying to like rebuild the team, and Stafford be kind of the bridge, and then they're gonna try to bank and hit on a quarterback, I guess. Look,
Maybe that would be interesting. If Cup got moved, that would be crazy. Crazy.
that would be crazy. Well, the draft, like, their defense is so bad right
date,
now.
what is it, November 7th or 5th or something like that?
5th. The deadline,
Yeah.
5th.
Because
So it's not too long. It's maybe like 2 weeks or something.
and that's around Puka potential time to come back.
Yeah, so they feel like they have Puka coming back. They could expend Cooper Cup. It's not unreasonable. It's not unreasonable. It would just be like, wow, it would be a big splash move.
Yeah.
You know, more like Devontae Adams, that's fine, but I think everybody expected it.
Right.
So it wasn't like, whoa, oh my God, this is crazy. But if Cooper Cup got traded, I think that would be crazy. We all picked this game, right?
Yep.
Monday night, just one game, guys, and it's the Giants and the Steelers, 2 classic franchises. The Steelers are at home. They are riding high on Russell Wilson, 6.5-point favorites against the Giants, who looked like absolute dog shit last week. 36.5-point over under. Gross. Anthony, your Giants?
Anthony, are you crying?
Slightly 2 drops. The Steelers with the points and the over.
Wow.
That couldn't feel good.
Saying that?
Right.
No, but the Steelers scored decently on the Jets, so I think they're going to score on the Giants. And the Giants, like, I don't know, maybe something will happen.
They looked so bad last week. After the 2 weeks prior, they looked pretty functional. They looked so bad last week.
Yeah, it was
They
really
couldn't
bad.
do anything.
And like, listen,
It's up to them.
Andrew Thomas can't be that bad. Like, he's not that good to where it made that much of a difference. Don't get me wrong, like you lose a top 3 left tackle, that's going to make a difference, but not that much of a difference.
Anthony, it's because you lost their offensive lineman.
It was bad.
Like, it's amazing how much draft capital the Giants have spent on
The
offensive line and signing people, and that offensive line is always not
Well,
even
you
top
got to remember,
5
Gettleman
they were
fucked
playing.
us
They
for
had been playing well
years.
this year.
He fucked us for years.
They
He
had
had
been
like
playing
2
well this
good picks and left it with no horrible salary cap and a bunch of bad contracts. So like they've gotten their way out of it. There's like they had Kenny. They walked in with like the Kenny Galladay contract. Like, come on, Nate Solder. There's just like lots of moves. So I hope they just don't overreact and like say, oh, listen, look, not winning any games, so let's restart it all over again. Because I think Dayball is a phenomenal coach. Joe Shane's doing an okay job, but all this Belichick talk, I don't want none of that nonsense. Sorry.
No, but yeah, well, we'll see. So, real quick, Pareko has Deontay Johnson. He'd be happy if he went to KC. Yeah,
Oh my God, I would
obviously
love
KC's
that.
the dream destination. He's the dream. That's the dream destination. But there's also a lot of other really good. If Deontay went to Tampa Bay, that would be sick. Also,
I have him
You
in a
know,
dynasty league.
he's not a
Need it.
perfect. He's not a perfect 1-for-1 replacement for Godwin, but he could do that stuff. He
Yeah,
could
for
definitely
sure.
do that stuff. If he did get Winston, would you consider starting him over Anthony Richardson? If you got today's Tuesday, if we get word like tomorrow that Jameis Winston is the starting quarterback, like they might not announce it till the end of the week, but you got to pay a lot of attention. If it looks like it's going to be Jameis starting next week,
You gotta start Jameis.
do you start Jameis or do you
Over-
start Anthony Richardson?
No, I'm starting Jameis Winston without a doubt. Like,
Anthony?
Who are they playing? I think I gotta go Jameis. Yeah, because his Richardson's been so bad.
Yeah, I
Like
think I would
maybe he's running
roll the
great,
dice with
but
Jameis.
he plays against the Ravens, so he might look bad against the Ravens defense.
who?
Well, the Ravens defense can be beat with the pass, not the run. It's hard to run
No,
on them, but
but
you can pass on them.
oh yeah, the
And that's
Ravens.
what Jameis does well.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're a pass funnel defense.
Oh.
So that's how you beat them. If you don't beat them per se, but that's how you advance the ball against them is through the air, not on the ground.
Listen, just expect a lot of air yards and definitely at least one interception. That's
Minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum one. But that's not a big deal. An interception doesn't hurt you. If he throws you 3 picks, oh man, he's going to throw 3 picks, isn't he? 3 interceptions, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions.
You said that shit
is still a
3
good day.
times in a row.
Yes, I would take that.
You just
I couldn't
Beetlejuice
not
that
say
shit.
this.
Well, Anthony Richardson rushes for 40 yards and no touchdowns and completes 10 passes.
No.
Right, and that's the thing.
No,
like,
lowers his
like
shoulder and
Richardson
gets
could
pulled.
complete less than a dozen passes.
Yeah, it's crazy to
Yeah.
think that. But you need him to rush, and he's only rushing like 40 yards a game. That's it. Like, you need him to have a rushing touchdown to be relevant.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I would do Jameis. So John, what's your pick in this game here?
I'll take the Steelers with the points and give me the under in this game. Sorry, Anthony.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 good defenses. You can give me the over because that's just a low number, and you can give me the Giants plus the 6.5.
Facts, Papario. Facts.
I just think they keep it close. Okay, so Danny has the same pick, 6.5 Giants, but that's not surprising. He's a Giants fan, and 36.5
Over?
over. Sorry,
Over.
yes, over 36.5.
Nice.
Yeah, he wouldn't be Jameis. Jameis throws picks. That's what's up in the morning, and he throws interceptions. But he also throws touchdowns. He gets the ball down the field. He can move the offense.
Yeah, he gets straight up. In fantasy, he's fun to own.
Yeah, exactly. I picked him up in Dynasty. I had Deshaun Watson. It was a draft blunder. I needed a guy who was going to start games, but then once I saw the winds changing, I picked up Jameis. I'm ready to drop tomorrow morning. I'm dropping Deshaun Watson, hopefully, if my waiver claim goes through. But either way, I'm dropping him. And it's gonna feel
crazy.
it's gonna feel so good. But I have Jameis in Dynasty, and I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it.
You're gonna drop Deshaun
So,
Watson.
of course, I'm dropping him. Why wouldn't I drop him? He's injured. He's out for the season. He's not going to come back from
You
this.
could use an IR spot.
I'm not going to waste an IR spot on Deshaun Watson. What are you talking about?
He's a starting quarterback. Just
He's not a starting quarterback. Who does he start for?
No, talk about next year Dynasty.
He's not. Come on, man. He's not coming back to the Browns from this. Who's gonna? We were just talking about this before the show. Who's gonna start Deshaun Watson next year? Who's starting him?
Nobody but the Browns would do that though.
The Browns won't do it.
Like this was the perfect escape.
This is exactly right. They've been dreaming for this for like a year and a half now. And it finally happened. It's terrible to talk about. It's not fun that he got injured. It's not cool.
Not
cool.
Not at all.
But from a business perspective, the Browns, I'm sure, are not like, this is they're finally their way out of this albatross of a contract.
For sure.
So there you go.
Then
we got picks to make now.
Yeah, we
right?
have picks to make.
All right, hang on a second here.
Yeah, I made mine.
Anthony, do you need mine?
I got Bills with the -3, Green Bay with the points, and Jets with the points.
Yeah, that was fast. I missed most of that.
All I know
Well,
is he
that's
has
okay.
Buffalo with the points, and then I don't know the other two. And then Green Bay with the points, and then something else.
The Jets with the points.
The Jets with the points.
Okay.
All right.
John, what's your picks?
I'm gonna do Arizona money line. I'm gonna do Colts Texans over 46, and give me also Anthony Buffalo with the points.
I like it.
Okay. I am going to take Green Bay -4.5. I'm going to take Atlanta -2.5. And I was also looking at the Bills -3, but you guys both.
I think that's a safe one.
It's safe-ish, yeah. I'm going to do
Bears.
I was going to do Bears -2. That's literally what I was about to say, but
I know, I read your mind.
I need to have I'm going to do Bears -2, but if Jaden Daniels gets announced into this game, I'm changing my pick. I'm just letting you know.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Daniels
but you
is
have
like-
to message
they're
me
like, oh.
before noon. I'm just kidding.
I will. I'll let you know immediately.
I
Once
need it
if they're like,
documented.
Jaden Daniels made a miraculous recovery and he's expected to play on Sunday. You'll get a text message from me, and that's how you'll find that out.
I changed it.
Yeah, I'll be like, hey, Anthony, you got to switch my pick real quick. Commander's money line.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Okay, so
And then we have any time.
hold on a second. Let me see if Danny
Danny.
sent his 3-pick parlay. Ready?
Yeah.
Carolina +9.
Wow, that's a risky one.
Yes. He's expecting it to stay close. Cincy, Philly over 47.5.
That's a good one. That's safe.
That is good. Chicago -2. So he's trying to win.
I'm a
Again?
little risky. I think
Which we all are. But yeah.
Yeah, my
sometimes you
Arizona
go-
money line will change. I know Mutu is expected to play, but that's a good money line.
Fair.
You're a good money line.
All right. So Danny's touchdown scorer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Is Joe Mixon.
Oh, I was gonna erase that.
Dave,
Brees Hall.
Mine was Mixon. Give me a second.
Oh, wow.
all
Stolen.
right, I'll go with mine. Mine's gonna be Saquon Barkley.
Safe one. Good one. All right, Anthony, it's on you now. All three of these guys are definitely scoring this week.
Damn.
gonna
Give
go with
me
J.K.
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs. Wow.
Going against the
Okay.
Jags.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
good
Somebody's
one.
going to score in that
That's
game.
That's a safe one.
Yeah. Somebody's going to score.
And then Anthony, we have your 8-leg parlay.
Best bets.
You have
Best
you have
bets.
what?
Best bets.
Best bets, Anthony. What are you doing?
Side
What
and
does that
total.
mean?
Your 8-leg parlay.
For Sunday?
Yeah, we prepared.
Yeah,
it.
Oh, I thought okay.
Anthony, what are you doing?
You said best bets like I knew that was what we were calling it, that thing.
Best bets. So my best bets, I'll put in Green Bay -4.5 as my best bet for my side.
What do you think Danny's going to be?
I don't know. I'll have to ask him. I'll get in touch with Anthony. I didn't pick one yet, so you can go.
Okay, I'll do.
Actually,
Buffalo
what?
with the
Okay,
points.
sorry. Buffalo.
I'll do Buffalo with the
All
points.
right, John, and then read that question.
Which question? Oh,
Oh, it's World of Guz.
what's up?
Guzuz.
What's up, man?
Welcome back.
I just traded away Henry for JJ and Pollard, full PPR.
It's a fine trade. I like it.
Fine trade. I like it.
Yeah, Henry's going to be a beast for the rest of the year, so you just got to like not look at his box scores every week. You just got to be like, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. But yeah, Justin Jefferson's great. Pollard, very good. Good trade.
I'll take it.
That'd be a hard one to pull the
Anthony,
trigger on.
Did you get my points?
You got Bills, right? -3.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm gonna take Houston -5.5.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And then we have an over, right?
Over under. Yep.
Or under.
Over under. I'll take over in the Giants Steelers game. Because it's such a low number.
I'll do the over with the Chargers. I forgot the other who they play. Oh my god. It's
Saints.
over 39.5. I think that's pretty good. It could happen.
Over?
Yeah, over. Especially if Olave plays. I think that would also make a difference.
Sure.
And you know, they have
I think I took the under in that game.
yeah.
So I you know, you're not talking to the right guy.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I'm
Anthony.
sorry.
So you're
Anthony.
over in the Chargers game.
Yes.
Okay. And now I gotta choose
Not too bad.
something here. We get the over in the Bengals Eagles game.
Over
All
47.
right, so I mean, right now we got 6 legs, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, Anthony? I'm so sorry. Let me take that over back. Sorry.
Okay.
Hey,
John,
me. I'm so sorry.
to win
I'm
an
gonna change it.
8-leg parlay, don't ever say you're sorry.
Oh, I'm 46 Colts Texans. I had to go. I was like, oh, there was an over under. I was like really about, and that's it.
You're really about.
Wait, no one took Houston with the points, right?
I did.
Oh shit, I can't
Yeah.
do that then. My bad. Then give me the Chargers. Sorry.
Yeah, see, John still has a really tough time with this. You're switching around again?
John,
You took Houston with the points.
I took Houston with the spread, not the over.
Oh, I thought it was the over. My bad. So it is the
No.
same.
So you're doing over in the Houston game, right?
Yeah, the Houston game, correct.
Oh, wait. Anthony, you took the over in Cincy Philly? All right, because
Yeah.
that was on Danny's. It was in Danny's 3-pick parlay. I was just going to use that as his thing, but we'll figure it out.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
What's Danny's?
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know. I was going to try and use his picks, but we got stepped on. Bronson, trade Tua, Mason, and Lad McConkey for David Montgomery and Olave. I would do that.
Yeah, I'd do that too.
Anthony?
What was it?
Trade Tua, Jordan Mason, and Lad McConkey for David Montgomery and Chris Olave.
PPR.
Montgomery is injured. He's banged up. He's not like injured. He's banged up.
Yeah, it's not banged. It's nothing major. And then like, what's the McCaffrey situation? But I think I would. Still
He's coming
just
back
because
week 10.
he's gone for the year.
Back. I can't wait. I'm gonna be a
Yeah,
team
I
to
would
be
do that
scared.
for sure.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
because
'cause
Olave should be back this week.
Olave should be back soon. Yeah, Lad is his upside is a little bit capped by that offense. Mason is an expiring asset, and Tua is a huge gamble.
He's a tackle away.
Yeah, unfortunately.
So right now, guys, I just punched in our 6 picks, and it's a plus 46.10.
So that's good. That it'll go up by 2 more legs, and it'll go.
Yeah, right now $1 pays out 47. I'm just gonna pick 2 randos just out of
What if it's
curiosity.
Mahomes instead of Tua? So you want to? So who's going to be your starting quarterback?
I take Gino.
Gino's. If you're going to keep Gino to start Gino, then I would trade Tua or Mahomes.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, I don't care. Although you should be able to, shouldn't you be able to get a little bit more if you throw Mahomes into the deal, or no, not really?
No, I think Tua has more appeal.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
Interesting.
What? It won't let me parlay 8 them? That's wild.
In terms of like his fantasy production, because he throws the ball and throws touchdown passes. Like,
I guess. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right about that. Actually, that's crazy, dude.
yeah, like in fantasy, we're talking about Tua as a better fantasy quarterback than Patrick Mahomes.
Jesse Winchester.
Hey boys,
this?
need some help. I got first place last week, but lost Godwin. Dude, I feel your pain. I have Cup. I feel the same pain. London, Olave. I got Thomas Jr., my boy. Addison still. Should I drop Godwin and pick up another Tampa wide receiver? I mean, as long as it's not
Yes.
like something where you're keeping him or it's a dynasty, then Godwin done for the year. Drop him.
Yeah, if it's redraft, then it's not a dynasty draft or a dynasty league, then you can definitely drop Godwin. He's done for the season. And if you're going to pick up, if you were going to pick up another Tampa receiver, which one would you pick up?
Palmer.
Anthony, which one would you pick up?
Palmer probably.
All right, I would vote probably McMillan.
McMillan.
Oh, McMillan. Yeah. Forgot about him. I forgot it was him. And I was like, "There's Shepard." I'm like, I'm not gonna pick Shepard.
I just think Palmer has a extra year in that offense, and I think that's the reason why he's more of like the safe pick.
Yeah, but he had like double the amount of targets that he did. So I mean, if you're going by targets,
yeah, McMillan is definitely a guy that. That's a good one.
Yeah, I would say either go to McMillan or Palmer, like these guys say, but I prefer McMillan.
No, McMillan. McMillan.
Oh, you do too? Okay.
All right, I'm gonna stick with Palmer.
Bronson is in a 2-quarterback league. He's got Mahomes, Tua, Gino, and Drake May. So you're starting Gino and Drake May every week. That's for one. And now if you need to move Mahomes or Tua, then these guys. Well, John says you move away, you get rid of Mahomes and you keep Tua because he's got more value. Anthony, do you get rid of Mahomes and keep Tua also?
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't care. Like Tua's. If you could sell Tua too. Shit.
Well, it's 2-quarterback league. You need to keep somebody.
Well, getting one in return.
He's not in this deal. He's giving away a quarterback to not get another one in return. You have to keep one and give one away. That's a simple question.
I'm sorry. This is something that, yeah, I guess you keep. I mean, because who's going to give you anything for Tua? So it's
answer the question. You would give away Mahomes,
right? Because it's the only choice.
Well, in this situation, it seems like he presented it as though he could get rid of Tua. So anyway, okay, fine. Yeah, I would get rid of Mahomes as well. Your boy What order would you pick these guys up? McMillan, Jennings, Pearsall, Coleman, Tillman. John, rank those guys.
Wow. I'm gonna go with. Man, that's a tough one. I'll go with Jennings.
I agree. Jennings first.
I'm gonna go with Pearsall.
Okay.
After Pearsall, I'm gonna go with McMillan,
Okay.
Coleman, then Tillman.
Anthony, you agree or disagree?
I agree with
What
Jennings.
would you change? Yeah, I agree with Jennings as well. What would
I
you
would
do
go
to pick them?
Jennings, McMillan, Coleman, Pearsall, Tillman.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. Jennings, McMillan, Coleman, Pearsall, Tillman. That's the way I would go about it. Yeah. Would you drop Wandale for any of those guys?
No, I like Wando.
I'd probably hang on to Wandale. He's a PPR
Yeah,
monster. As long as it's a
monster.
PPR league, if it's a PPR league, he's got a role that is very hard to replicate. These other guys are all gambles. Wandale is a known commodity. You're welcome, Jesse. Thanks for checking it out. Your boy has 120 fab out of 200. So then you just have 120. The 200 doesn't matter anymore. You only have 120. How much did you spend on Jennings and McMillan? It's tough. It's tough because I don't know your league. I don't know if people are big spenders,
And
if
also
they're,
based
if
on
they
your
go heavy
league. I
each
mean,
week.
yeah, that's what I was based on your league.
Yeah, if you like heavily need them.
I'm gonna say if you want to really pick up a guy, this is a time of the year where you're spending about at least 60 to 70, fab dollars.
You might have to drop a lot. Like if you got 120, put 60 on each of them.
Yeah, pretty much. I would say split even.
Yeah.
And
Maybe you get one of them, maybe you get both of them.
And they said a full PPR trade, Montgomery for Bigsby, and either one of Demario Douglas or Christian Watson.
No.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that.
Keep Montgomery. Montgomery's gonna be fine. He just got a little banged up.
Yeah, he'd be okay. He's been killing it.
So yeah, there you go. I think we covered everything, guys.
Yes, we did.
Nice. So yeah, if there's no more questions in the chat about fantasy football or anything else, then I guess we can wrap this baby up.
Wrap it up like a
Let's do it.
condom. What?
What do you know about that?
I know. I really thought of that. I was like, I'm not the guy.
Yeah, it was a weird reference for you to
You're
make.
You're not that guy, pal.
Right.
You're not that.
Yeah, you're not that guy, bro. You're not that guy, bro. So, good show, fellas. Good luck in the coming week 8 games, unless you're playing against me, which neither of you guys are. So I don't think that's okay. I think we can each wish each other good luck. Hopefully, we get some healthier games. Hopefully, there's not as many injuries.
Oh,
And
your boy got one quick
can get
slot in
through.
there.
Okay, we got one last question. Your boy. Hey, your boy, make sure you like and subscribe because we do this every Tuesday. Like and subscribe. And every Tuesday night, we can talk with your questions, ad drops, trades, all that good stuff. Help you get into the playoffs. Go ahead, Anthony.
Out of these, would you drop one of these for McMillan, Jennings? Mostert, Leggett, Hopkins, Lockett, Tolbert. I mean, you could drop
I would
Leggett.
You can drop Leggett for sure.
Yeah, Leggett for sure. Yeah.
Would you drop a second one of
I
those?
would drop.
For example, would you
I'm
drop
picking the second
Hopkins?
one. I'm dropping both.
I'm dropping Hopkins. Yeah, I'm dropping.
You'd rather have Leggett, McMillan and Jennings than Leggett and Hopkins. Yes, I think I agree with that.
Yeah.
The only reason I was questioning
you
Hopkins
don't
is
get-
I was like, if he gets traded to a team that could give something to him, but
Yeah, but that's a huge speculation. Whereas you know what you're getting in McMillan and Jennings. You know what I mean?
no, right, fair.
It's a known
But
commodity
yeah,
versus
I'm
a hope.
definitely dropping
So I
two.
would do it. I would do it. Yeah, McMillan and Jennings are better than greater than Leggett, Hopkins. So I would drop both of them. Try to get both of them. Good luck, and then we'll see you next Tuesday, your boy. Come see your boys on Tuesday. where it's always Sunday.